Hi, I'm Jen, and I'm the producer of the segment RDM Countdown. Riley Dance Marathon is a fundraising event where all the proceeds go towards the children at Riley Children's Hospital. I decided to produce this segment because I am the promotions executive for our school's Riley Dance Marathon. Producing this segment was stressful because at the marathon, not only did I have to do my duties, but I also had 2 to 3 hours to get all the footage I needed to include in this video. I hope you enjoy my segment, Riley Dance Marathon Countdown.
I've been stuck in motion, moving too fast, trying to catch a moment, but it slips through my hands. All I see are long days and dark nights. I'm lost without you, but I'm on my way, so hold tight.
Hello, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Hannah, and we are the creators of this dinosaur animation.
We created this animation for the IASB competition this year.
But not everything went as we thought it should.
Some might say there is no plan.
I hope you enjoy our animation.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
And I'm James.
And we are producers and the stars of the trailer recreation of Avengers Infinity War.
Now, we're going to start this off here. All of this was entirely intentional. This was supposed to be a comedy, right? We made it this way because we, A, had no budget. That's why the Infinity Gauntlet looks so beautiful. And B, half of it was filmed on an iPhone. So, I mean, we did the best we could.
And I just want to say a big thank you to our VFX department. They did a great job with such effects as the Hulk, the Iron Man armor, and other stuff such as, what else did you like, James?
Oh, the Iron Man shot at the very end of the trailer is beautiful.
Spider-Man swinging in the cities of New York. Great
awesome,
stuff.
Awesome. My favorite part, though, has got to be how we included the Iron Man armor on everyone because it's supposed to symbolize that Iron Man is not just one person. It's a mentality. It's a mindset. Everyone can do that. Anyone can win one. It also shows the security that each character has when they're with Iron Man.
Yeah, I just think it's a very special thing we created. It's very thought-provoking and makes you think about other things, yeah.
Yeah, and we hope you all enjoy the masterpiece we've created for you.
So without further ado, I hope you enjoy our recreation of Infinity War trailer.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal: to wipe out half of the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with a snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
So let's talk about this plan of yours. It's really good, except it sucks. So let me make the plan, and it might be better.
Wow.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
I hope they remember you. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, we're using our made-up names. Then I'm Spider-Man.
Hi, my name is Deacon Boer, and I created the original animation, It's Alive. I created this animation mainly because I just wanted to learn how to animate. Animation always interested me, and I've always wanted to try it. It's very challenging. It's definitely, there's a lot of things that go into it that you don't necessarily know go into it, like especially knowing what moves in a certain amount of time that other things move. So I hope you enjoy my animation, It's Alive. This is a pretty good burger. That was my food, you know. Okay.
Hi, I'm Allison.
And I'm Reese, and we produce a sound design clip from Kung Fu Panda 3.
Sound design is when you're given a video clip and you're responsible for putting in any sounds that you could possibly hear, such as dialogue, music, and sound effects. So everything that you hear is something that we've added in.
Sound design is a lengthy process due to all of the small details of the movements of the subjects on the screen. So we encourage you to pay attention to some of the more or less obvious sounds that you wouldn't typically notice.
We hope you enjoy our segment. Roll the clip!
Fire! Well, light that thing. I did. Fear the bug! Huh? Ha-ha! Get the weapon! Tigress! You were there.
Yes, I was.
My name's Jimmy Groose, and I was a producer on the short film Lost But Not Forgotten. I made this short with the intention of submitting it to IASB, which is a competition that our class competes in annually, and I kind of geared it towards that kind of audience that I thought it would maybe place. I actually ended up placing second in the competition, and I thought this was due to kind of thinking outside the box and using different techniques that I haven't before. So now I hope you enjoy my short film.
Oh, Sarah, hey, good morning.
Morning. Expecting someone else?
Yeah, my husband.
Wow, no wonder you're so relieved to see me. Why'd you... Hey, Richard. We're gonna try our session today with me getting to know your story a little better. You can start wherever you want. Maybe you can start where those times that you were struggling.
It was the mundane tasks at first. I would leave the house to get groceries and forget why I even left in the first place. At other times, I would search the house for her, thinking she was still with me. It wasn't even the fact that I was forgetting. I knew something was missing. I just couldn't find the missing pieces.
This is good. If you need to stop at any point, you just let me know. Is there anything you think upset you?
Yes, it's my son. I would get calls from him on the phone, and I don't know what it was. I would just get very scared and not know what was happening. Dad? Hello? Dad? I felt so alone. I can't imagine what it's like for him to watch me fade away. I had gotten a letter from my son.
Do you remember what the letter said?
I actually have it here with me. He wrote, "Dear Dad, I know that you have been struggling lately, and I just wanted to say
that I've been thinking about you. I know times have been hard lately, and that I should be there for you more often. But I want you to know I'll always be here for you. You and Mom have prepared me for so much, and I can't ever thank you enough. I found these pictures in the attic and thought you'd appreciate seeing them. I love you so much, Dad."
it was good to know that I hadn't been forgotten, and that they are always with me. In my heart the whole time.
Hi, my name is Layla, and I produced the corporate video, Yoga in Our Community. I really wanted to try and make a corporate video because it's something that I've never tried before. And a corporate video is a non-advertisement video in which the corporate doesn't tell you what their products are. It tells you what they do, how they do things, and how they operate as a corporation. This video, as I was editing it, it expanded my knowledge and it made me realize that it was really fun to make, really, really inspiring to do. It helped my skills as a video maker and editor, and it expand those skills beyond what I thought I could do and couldn't do. So, without further ado, this is my never before seen Yoga in Our Community.
What I like my students to take away from the class is finding strength in that kind of still place where you feel strong, but you also feel really peaceful and at ease with where you're at, with the moment, and with right now.
I think the difference is we have variety classes, between like beginners or intermediate or advanced, and we also have, like Yin, all kinds of yoga classes. So everybody can find anything they need here. Okay, either they want gentle, they want hard, so we have everything.
It is a community, whether it's a class of 3 or a studio of 100. Yoga is community.
We get together to do yoga, and we just, people get the positive energy together, and we send out to the world to be positive.
We all live our day-to-days, different lives with kids or 9-to-5s or whatever else is going on in your personal life. Yoga kind of brings in balance or brings in kind of whatever you're needing for that day.
We are so busy in our mind and we always run everywhere, and it's pretty hard for people to calm down or kind of focus on themselves. People get anxiety or depression or anything. I think yoga really can help. I'm not saying it will cure, but if you do more, I'm sure you'll find it's really benefit for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a better one. Hey Warriors, it's Mr. Clausen from Warrior TV, and I'm here to present my never-before-seen segments in the process of kind of decluttering the environment as I'm preparing for my move to Student Services Coordinator. I found some old VHS tapes from my high school days, and I'm happy to bring them to you for the first time on Warrior TV. I got 2 segments to share this year. The first one is going to be a commercial I did for the Indianapolis Colts in 1997, I believe. It's very quick, blink and you'll miss me there at the end. But the story behind this goes, I auditioned for this commercial in high school, and the line was, as a towel boy for the Colts, I was supposed to say, "Never starch the towels." And it killed in auditions, but because it was a 10-second commercial, we had to cut it down to the line, "Next time, no starch." So in case you're wondering what I say there at the end, that's what I'm saying. It was an amazing day for a kid who was dreaming of becoming an actor and was a lifelong Indianapolis Colts fan. Being able to spend the day at the Colts facility and meet Tony Mandarich, who's in the commercial, who was a former #1 overall draft pick, was just the thrill of my young lifetime at that time. So enjoy that segment. That's the first one that you'll see.
Next time, no starch.
The second clip you're going to see, Warriors, is a segment that I produced in my high school television production class at Center Grove High School, which was known as CGTV. At the time, my friend Andy Lang, who would go on to be a television producer himself, was a senior, and he'd been given his own kind of special edition segment all to his own, and so he invited me, who was a sophomore at the time, to produce some content with him. We had a great time. So you'll see an introduction from me and Andy, and then you'll see my segment. The segment was built around the idea of there were aspects of the Center Grove culture and campus that were kind of befuddling, and so I'll spend some time pointing those out, and then I'll have a little fun montage where I kind of have some fun with all those different befuddling aspects there at Center Grove. It was a really fun time for me as a student because I had a lot of enthusiasm for production and storytelling, but this segment does not look good. It's not well produced, and the irony is if one of my students tried to propose this or tried to run this by me for Warrior TV, it likely wouldn't make the air. So it's fun to think that the kid you're going to see would go on to run his own radio TV program, but there you can see in our infancy kind of how we all are when we're first starting out as student producers. So please enjoy this segment from CGTV when I was very young, still tucked t-shirts into my jeans with no belt, mind you, and was raring to go producing some quality television. Enjoy.
Here's a skit that I did about useless stuff at school.
Let's take a look.
I'm gonna have to go hide. Hi, I'm Jeff Clausen here for IRP Magazine, doing my first ever IRP Magazine segment. And I thought that my first one should be over something special, and, well, the only thing I could think of was useless stuff that's here at Center Grove. Well, the first thing I found on my useless stuff scavenger hunt was this big milk jug of Coke tabs. I don't know. You know, it's really symbolic, and gosh, I like it a lot, but if you can't ring it during school, what's the point? While searching for useless stuff around the school, I got kind of thirsty. So I thought I'd come up here to the cafeteria to get a drink of... If a high jumper jumps too high during a track meet, we'd like to be assured that he doesn't leave the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, barbed wire on the track fence. Don't even think about sneaking on 3 in the morning to run laps. Most people seem to believe that handicapped parking is the best spaces, and they often try to steal them. But here at Center Grove, we thought we'd fool you. I'd like to shake the hand of the guy who thought this was a great idea. Hello? And after a long walk from that handicapped parking space all the way in the back, you probably barely have enough strength to press the button on the handicap adjustable door, which doesn't even work. Well, after all this searching, I'm still really thirsty, so I think I'll just take a nice drink from the old Mountain Dew machine, and if we look here, we can see all the options that I have. I could have Mountain Dew, or if I'm in the mood, I could have Mountain Dew. Sometimes I don't really feel like those two, so I try to have a Mountain Dew. I really just kind of, I can't decide right now. So many options, so little time. What do I want, what do I want, what do I want? No toilet in here. And of course, who could forget the most useless item at all at school? Biology. Instead of donating money to their alma mater, the classes of 81, 82, and 83 decided to give us a mirror. At school, the only times the televisions come on automatically are during Channel 1 and announcements. And, well, here in the cafeteria, where tons of students are during those times, they're all just dying to see what happens.
Hi, I'm Max.
I'm Deacon.
I'm Hannah. And I'm Cameron.
And we're the producers of the Lights Out music video.
We created this music video for the IASB competition this year. We were out filming in freezing cold weather, wind, and snow.
I did the facial animations for my character. The plan was to definitely have more, but our timeline did not allow for that, but it still turned out nice.
We hope you enjoy
Lights Out.
Every time I'm with it alone, it picks me up, you just send me down. I can feel it rushing under my skin. You're a cage, won't you let me in? On my toes, lock the door, pretty face, through the walls.
Get up. It's time to go to the next class.
Hi, I'm Libby Baker.
And I'm Taya Manacle.
And we're the producers of the short film Fortunate.
This segment was produced for IASB that had the main character as a member of the LGBTQ+ community. It shows and represents how relationships can form when you least expect it. Plus, we believe that it's a good representation for today's society because it's not shown in media as often.
Something we want the viewers to notice is that the main character actually continues to buy Chinese food, so he has a chance to see the delivery guy every time he brings the food over.
So kick back, grab some Chinese food, and enjoy.
Yuck.
Problem?
There are no decent guys on here.
Then don't use it.
Jen, I wish I could be like you and not care if I end up alone, but I'm just not like that.
How do you know if these people are safe?
Honey, they do background checks on these people.
So you're meaning to tell me it's safer to meet someone online than in person?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Well, if you get kidnapped, don't come crying to me.
That's not gonna happen. I'm hungry. Hi. Here's your food. Thanks, Amy. Keep the change.
So, you and the delivery boy?
That was nothing.
Sure didn't seem like nothing. You are the master of every situation.
Love is closer than you think.
Love is fake, unless he delivers Chinese food.
Hi, my name is Hailey Wingo and I produced the Hostage music video. I decided to create this segment because I wanted to challenge myself to make a music video on my own and really work on my editing skills and see if I could truly create something on my own that made me proud and that I would want to show other people. I really think I created something that I'm proud of and that I want to showcase. So without further ado, here's the Hostage music video.
I wanna be alone with you, does that make sense? I wanna steal your soul and hide you in my treasure chest. I don't know what to do with your kiss on my neck. I don't know what feels true, but this feels right, so stay safe. Yeah, you feel right, so stay safe. Let me crawl inside your veins. I'll build a wall, give you a ball and chain. It's not like me to be so mean, you're all I wanted. Just let me hold you like a hostage. lips against my cheek. Gold leaf across your lips. Kiss me until I can't speak. Gold chain beneath your shirt. The shirt that you let me wear home. Gold's fake and real love hurts, but nothing hurts when I'm alone. When you're with me and we're alone, let me crawl inside your veins. I'll build a wall, give you a ball and chain. It's not like me to be so mean. You're all I wanted. Just let me hold you. Hold you like a hostage. Like a hostage.
Hi, I'm Eli
And I'm Jimmy Gruce.
and we're both producers on the segment Vacancy.
We started filming this around a few weeks ago, and we had the intention of making a Twilight Zone-esque short film.
Because we were trying to do Twilight Zone-esque narrative, we challenged ourselves to do a lot of different things such as lighting, color grading, and even score to match that of the era of the Twilight Zone.
And now I hope you guys enjoy our short film.
You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lane. For the Indiana Association of School Broadcasting, we created what is called a sound design.
In this sound design, we were given a clip from Fu Panda, and we had to create or make all the sounds that we use.
We really enjoyed making the sound design. It allowed us to be very creative and get out of our comfort zone. Enjoy.
Well, like the thing I did.
Fear the bug! Haha! Get the weapon! Wow! Tigress! You were there?
Yes, I was.
Hello, I'm Cameron, and I was one of the producers on the music video From Nowhere. This was a beginning radio and TV project that I did last year. I'm proud of this project because it was the first time I went out into the public and filmed something. We all met downtown, ready to film, and then it started to rain. We had to adjust some of our shots and wait for the rain to stop, but overall, I think it was worth it. I hope you enjoy From Nowhere.
Hi, I'm Brayden Bay, and I'm the producer of The Forest. I created this because it was something that we've never really done here in Warrior TV, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to try. So I use these things called mods, which allow me to change things like the character, the time of day, spawn objects, etc. I also use a built-in editor in GTA 5, which allowed me to change the camera angles, character movements, camera movements, etc. So without wasting any more time, here's The Forest. Enjoy.
I was taking a drive from Maine to Upper New York to spend the week with family. I left right after work, around 5:30, so I didn't anticipate getting there until past 1 in the morning. I had the top to my Jeep Wrangler off so I could enjoy the hot weather. I was somewhere in Vermont well past midnight when the gas light flicked on and the car started beeping. Unfortunately, the gas gauge in the car was broken, so there was no way to gauge how much gas was left. I was told by my brother, who drove the car the previous day, that he filled it up to the top, but clearly he was either mistaken or lying, because I had not used anywhere near a full tank's worth of gas. One of those blue service signs zoomed past. I could see a gas station symbol in one of the boxes, so I turned off that exit onto a desolate road, which surely led to some kind of civilization. I wouldn't be finding out anytime soon, however, because the car started jittering and bumping around a bit, making weird noises that didn't sound good at all. A few seconds later, the acceleration stopped, and the car came to a helpless halt. I couldn't believe it, but I actually ran out of gas. I hopped out of the car and got on the phone with AAA, telling them my exact location. They said they could have a guy out to me in at least 20 minutes. I was grateful, but at the same time annoyed that I'd be waiting now for at least 20 minutes. For about 15 minutes, I kind of just strolled around my car slowly, looking down at my phone, texting friends about the situation, and checking social medias. It was so quiet. No sounds of distant traffic, no passing cars, just the sound of crickets and other night creatures in the woods. Then, I heard something walking around in the woods. The footsteps were decently heavy, so I had a hunch it was a deer or something. But the possibility of it being a bear wasn't far-fetched, given that this was bear country. I walked around to the passenger side of the car now, where the woods were, and where the sounds were coming from, just in hopes of seeing a deer or some other harmless animal. Then there were 2 clapping sounds. Like, it actually sounded like a person clapping their hands. I moved a little closer to listen for it again. This time it was 3 claps. I called out to the woods, hoping in some weird way that someone would answer. But after I did, the clapping didn't happen anymore. I just stood there waiting for something to happen, but it was just silence. So I got back in the car and just waited. I heard footsteps once again coming from the woods, coming in my direction. Then it just stopped. I looked outside and saw it. The head, peeking from behind a tree, just ahead. It almost looked lifeless. The eyes, they just looked so lifeless I couldn't even tell if they were looking at me or not. I was so focused on these details, I didn't even think to scream at the horror of what I was witnessing. I cranked the windows up on both sides and turned off the headlights. However, hiding in the car didn't make me feel much safer since the entire top was off. Without the headlights on, there was complete darkness. I couldn't see 2 inches in front of me, yet I was surrounded by the night noises of the forest. I was ducking down below the dashboard, doors locked yet still completely exposed to the outside, praying not to hear any sudden sounds like footsteps. I felt a sinking feeling in my stomach, however, as I heard someone grab the car door handle. I tried my best not to move or make any noise. I was waiting for someone to start pounding at the glass, or at the very least reach around the opening behind the front door to just unlock it. I was so exposed it wasn't even funny. And then, I felt a hand aggressively grab onto my back. I simply lost it and screamed at the top of my lungs. But suddenly the hand released its grip on my shirt as light began to fill the area, and the sound of a truck engine pulling up the road was music to my ears. I sat up and turned around to see the headlights of a AAA truck. but whoever was grabbing me was long gone already. I ran outside to greet the man who stepped out. He was a big dude in his 40s. I basically cried to him about what just happened, taking huge breaths in between each sentence. Something about his personality and presence was just calming and reassuring, however. He filled my car up with gas, and we both went on our ways. Even though something about that man's aura just calmed me down, the memory of what happened that night is still haunting, and the image of that lifeless head peering around that tree is imprinted in my brain.
Hey y'all, I'm Sanaya, and I'm one of the producers of the Final Countdown. This segment's really special to me because it's the final countdown to graduation, and I had really fun making the segment with great people. The people that helped me made me realize that I need to have fun sometimes, and this is just really, really special to me. I hope y'all enjoy this segment as much as I had fun making it.
Hi, I'm Eli Bowie, and I'm a producer on the short film, The End. I think one of the most challenging aspects of filming this was definitely to get that post-apocalyptic feel. I really wanted to kind of capture the world that my character lives in, and when I was writing this script, I knew it was going to be a challenge to shoot this, but a lot of things worked in our favor. The weather made the scenery look amazing. Some of the shots that were accidentally out of focus I actually loved and gave more of a kind of distant, isolated feel, and I like to keep the story very wide in shot composure to really show you just how alone and isolated our main character feels in this narrative. So without further ado, here's my short film, The End. Hope you enjoy.
This is an emergency advice. severe strike against this country has been received. Seek shelter now. Seek a place of safety now. Seek shelter now.
This is base 246, requesting transmission from Colony 114 on frequency 349.
This is Colony 114, and we have received transmission.
We need location confirmation for shipment 67, requesting coordinates.
Current coordinates are 39.4806 north, 86.0550 west.
Coordinates are acceptable. Expect supplies for sustaining inhabitants in 3 to 4 days.